It's mission accomplished for Remco Evenepoel, stage 7 in the 2024 Tour de France, a 25.3 kilometer time trial here in the Burgundy wine region of France. And yeah, mission accomplished because he came here with the goal of winning a stage to add to his stage wins from the Giro d'Italia and the Vuelta España. Now he has a nice set of 3 and did it today as world champion in the time trial. You wouldn't have seen the rainbow stripes because he's wearing the white jersey of best young rider in this race. And he proved more than that today because the 24-year-old went out there and smashed it, averaging 52 kilometers an hour, winning the stage, just holding off Tadej Pogacar by a mere 12 seconds. But that was enough to claim the stage win. Through the rolling wine region, Remco Evenepoel took victory. And Tadej Pogacar maintains the yellow jersey with the second place at 12 seconds back behind Remco Evenepoel. And with the win, Soudal Quickstep now has their stage win in the Tour de France. And with the mission accomplished, Remco Evenepoel is now free to focus solely on the GC and see what happens, even if he says Tadej Pogacar is out of reach. And we'll get to the GC times, their recalculations after today's first of 2 time trials in this 2024 Tour de France. But first, let's focus on the results today, and specifically the top 4 stars that are here in the race: Remco, Tadej, and yeah, Jonas Vingegaard and Primoz Roglic. And a little hint, they all did pretty darn well out there. Out early on the day, we had good times set by Stefan Bissegger, the Swiss of EF Education. Then Victor Kempenaerts, the Belgian from Team Lotto Destiny, comes in with a great time. Stefan Kung would have been a favorite for the TT, but he had a chain issue, and that cost him time. At least it cost him the hot seat. None of those times mattered too much by the time the big guns came in. Wout van Aert out there smashing it in a 60-tooth chain ring. But it wasn't to be a great day for Wout, as he explained to us there at the finish line. Explained calmly, both in French, Dutch, oh yeah, and also in English. And we must take a moment to take a look at Derek G, the Canadian, riding in his first Tour de France after last year's Giro d'Italia. Today, he rode an excellent time. He was posting 4th and 5th times at the 3 time checks. And then at the finish, he would score an eventual 14th place in the stage results. And Derek said he's so happy to be at the race, and the results are good. The same for American Matteo Jorgensen from Team Visma Lease Bike, teammate of Jonas Vingegaard. He said he put in his best time trial ever. And oh hey, Matteo, that came here in the Tour de France. A great result by Matteo that would earn him an eventual 7th place on the day. Now let's shift our focus over to those top 4 GC riders, the top 4 that are here contending for the eventual stage win, at least unless we don't have some massive surprise in this year's edition. Now I want to tell you, Primoz Roglic with his new team, Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, set an amazing time. We were all a bit concerned after the Galibier stage the other day. Perhaps he wasn't up for the challenge. But yeah, he showed today that he has his TT skills that earned him the Olympic gold medal, and he's here to fight for the overall win. Jonas Vingegaard, well, he put a bit of a scare into us because it wasn't his best time. Remember last year, he smashed the time trial, and that was very key to his overall Tour de France success. He put Tadej Pogacar in the hurt locker on the day last year. This year, not so much. In fact, he lost 25 seconds to Tadej Pogacar, 35 seconds to Remco Evenepoel, and finished behind, which was a surprise, and finished behind Primoz Roglic, his former teammate. So now if we're looking at the stage results, it's 52.587 average for Remco Evenepoel, 28 minutes and 52 seconds. That was the winning time, even despite that scare when he thought he had a puncture. That might have cost him a few key seconds, but he kept pushing on with the fear that it was a slow leak. But he continued on and he won the stage with 12 seconds over Tadej Pogacar, 34 seconds back for Primoz Roglic, who did a great ride out there, and Jonas Vingegaard, who kind of gave us some question marks there at 37 seconds back. Victor Kempenaerts would hang in there for an eventual 5th place at 52 seconds back. Kevin Voeckland, stage winner the other day from Arkea B&B Hotels. He's there too at 52 seconds back. And there's Matteo Jorgensen, 7th on the day at 54 seconds back. And looking further down to Derek G, 14th at 1:17 behind. Now the GC, after all that, after 25.3 kilometers through the Burgundy wine region, it was Remco Evenepoel who's really gained on the day, 33 seconds back from Tadej Pogacar, still maintaining that yellow jersey that he retook after the Galibier stage. The win there after the descent. Jonas Vingegaard slipped back to 1 minute and 15 seconds, so him and his team will have some work to do. And Primož Roglič, they're at 1:36. So the takeaway today is that the 24-year-old Remco Evenepoel is the real deal. He won the Vuelta a España a few years ago, and many of you said, well, that was a fluke. Let me know what you think. Is he the real deal, or is he a fluke when it comes to GC racing? And what do you think his potential is here? Even Remco Evenepoel said in the interview after the finish today that he still believes Tadej Pogacar is out of reach, but the team's going to do everything it can to fight for the podium. And the great news for us cycling fans is that the top 4 GC riders are all in there still. And Primož Roglič moved up, Jonas Vingegaard moved a little bit down, so that means they're even more compact as we look ahead to the next 2 days of racing, the second weekend in this Tour de France. That includes a mixed stage, potential sprint stage, crosswind stage on Saturday, and the gravel stage on Sunday. Tadej Pogacar in the yellow jersey, just 12 seconds down from Remco Evenepoel, who was the star of the show today. World champion, stage winner, stage 7 in the Burgundy wine region, completing his set, Giro d'Italia, Vuelta a España, and now here at the 2024 Tour de France.